Welcome to the Rashad Mitchell channel. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel. As I can see on my part series, The Week That Was College Football History Review, the 1967 college football season. Now I'm in week 5 of October 14th, 1967. Let's get into it. Navy defeated Syracuse 27-14. Tennessee defeated Georgia Tech by a score of 24-13. Mississippi upset number 3 Georgia 29-20 in Jackson, Mississippi. Halfback Bo Bowen scored a pair of vital touchdowns. His second touchdown came in the fourth quarter. Extended lead of upset hungry Ole Miss to 22-14. Georgia had opened with a 66-yard touchdown march to quarterback Kirby Moore's 6-yard run. That led 7-0 until Rebels halfback Tommy James' 69-yard punt return positioned Bowen's first touchdown. From recovery by Rebels defense set up kicker Jimmy Key's 22-yard field goal in the third quarter, which gave Ole Miss lead for good at 15-14. Remarkably, this contest was the only third meeting of SEC members since 1942. Auburn defeated Clemson by a score of 43-21. Michigan State shut out Michigan 34-0. Michigan State rolled up its widest margin of victory in the 70-year history of intrastate histrionics. Michigan Stadium held its second largest crowd to date with 103,210, while home fans and Wolverines were stunned by Spartan's 3-touchdown flood late in the second quarter that provided a 27-0 lead. Quarterback Jimmy Wright scored on 2 sneaks and added 65-yard touchdown pass to end Alan Benner and 8 yards to end Frank Foreman. Now Wolverines counted on tailback Ron Johnson for 107 yards rushing and 24 carries. The poor pass receiving sent quarterback Dick Vidmer to bench in the second half in favor of quick quarterback Dennis Brown, who twice moved Michigan inside the Michigan State 30-yard line, but without mustering a score. Purdue, number 2 team in the country, blew out Ohio State 41-6. Defensive back Dennis Servies got Purdue off to a flying start with a 30-yard interception for a touchdown in the opening 2 minutes as Boilermakers buried the Buckeyes with 35-0 at first half. 35-0. It was Ohio State's 7th loss in the last 11 games, and it had natives restless over Coach Woody Hayes' conservative approach. Although conservatism would win handily for Hayes in future years, it would turn out to be the worst defeat of his 28-year Ohio State career that would end in 1978. Boilermakers quarterback Mike Phipps, native of Columbus, saved his best game of sophomore season, 14 of 19 for 210 yards and 2 touchdowns for his homecoming as he passed 5 yards to tight end Marion Griffin and 25 yards to end Jim Byrne for scores. Halfback Leroy Keys added 21-yard touchdown run. Fullback Perry Williams chipped in with the first of his 2 touchdowns on 1-yard plunge in Purdue's second quarter barrage. The Buckeyes avoided shutout with 10-yard touchdown pass grabbed by Billy Anders in the fourth quarter. Indiana beat Iowa 21-17. A surprising users may have been America's unnoticed undefeated team, but not without last-minute thrills, as Indiana quarterback Harry Gonzo tossed 3-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Jay Butcher for 7-3 had first quarter lead. Trailing 14-3 at the halftime, Iowa quarterback Ed Podolak capped the 61-yard trip at the second half kickoff with 11-yard touchdown pass that fall in Paul Yusufovich. Podolak gave Hurricane 17-14 fourth quarter lead with 1-yard plunge, but Gonzo found Butcher for a 4-yard touchdown pass in the last 53 seconds. Minnesota defeated Illinois 10-7. Number 1 Southern California in a battle of 2 top 5 teams. Number 1 Southern California beat number 5 Notre Dame 24-7. As USC's linebacker Adrian Young, born ironically in Dublin, Ireland, ruined Fighting Irish by grabbing 4 of 7 interceptions by Trojans. Notre Dame quarterback Xavier Henry threw 5 interceptions, provided a 7-0 halftime lead on a 3-yard rollout in the second quarter. The USC all but absolved quarterback Steve Sogg for his 3 interceptions of his own in first half from second half passing chores as he tried just 3 throws to concentrate on the ground game of USC. And definitely they had to do that, and it was rightfully so because tailback O.J. Simpson ran for 150 yards on 38 carries, scoring 30 touchdowns, including a brilliant 35-yard dash. behind fullback Dan Scott's block, which gave Trojans durable lead at 14-7 in the third quarter. Poor punt by Notre Dame and Trojans defensive back Mike Battles. Interception poised USC for its last 10 points. Kansas shut out Nebraska 10-0. This was an upset. Number 8 Nebraska was shut out as number 8 team in the country to Kansas 10-0. Suffering its first shutout loss in 59 games. Nebraska penetrated Kansas 30-yard line only once and not all at all past midfield in the second half. So Jayhawks went 68 yards in the late stage of second quarter to quarterback Bobby Douglas. 4-yard touchdown run behind quarterback Mike Reeves. Douglas gained 24 yards, both rushing and passing on drive. Kansas defensive back Tommy Ball's 28-yard interception return. Cornhuskers quarterback Frank Patrick in the fourth led to clinching field goal. Colorado beat Missouri. Texas beat Oklahoma 9-7. Texas A&M beat Texas Tech 28-24. And finally, Brigham Young beat Oregon State 31-13. Both teams used interceptions to set up first quarter touchdowns. Brigham Young went on scoreboard first as fullback Wally Hawkins wedged across from 1-yard line. He received reply in former Beavers fullback Bill Enyard's 1-yard smash. Cougars, featuring bevy of quarterback candidates, passed 22 of 40 for 316 yards, but truly didn't get rolling until late in the second quarter when kicker Dennis Patera provided 10-7 lead with 39-yard field goal late in the second quarter. BYU got back in the game, and quarterback John got the ball back in the game, and quarterback John Erdhorst, a junior college transfer, launched a 62-yard pass for a touchdown to wingback Casey Boyett. Neither squad could score in the third quarter, but Cougars launched a 75-yard drive. That culminated on third play of the fourth quarter in the quarterback Mark Lyons' 1-yard touchdown run, and Beavers defensive back Mike Weltich prevented another BYU score with interception at his 2-yard line. So Oregon State's offense responded with its only long march. Halfback Billy Main pulled Beavers within 24-13 with 31-yard touchdown reception, but defensive back Bobby Smith soon wrapped it up for BYU with 27-yard interception for a touchdown. So that concludes look at the week that was for week 5, October 14th, 1967. Let's get into the AP poll as October 16th. Number 1 was Southern California. Number 2, Purdue. Number 3, UCLA. Number 4 was Colorado. Number 5, North Carolina State. Number 6 was Alabama. Number 7, Tennessee. Number 8, Georgia. Number 9, Houston. And number 10, Wyoming. So that concludes look at college football history review. The 1967 college football season. Let's move into week number 6 that we talked about real soon for October 21st, 1967. But this concludes a video about looking at the games that were played on October 14th, 1967 for week 5. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Do a video of this magnitude real soon. Until then, talk to you soon.